Our panelists today, we have an eclectic group, starting with Mr. Javoe Rokour, amazing music marketer with over 1 billion streams and stars on an amazing show, The Brat and Judy, which airs on WeTV. Directly to his right is amazing Miss Tamira Wells, owner of New Heritage, which is a 90s inspired streetwear brand, which was built to pay homage to her late aunt and uncle. To her right, Mr. Sean Grand, up-and-coming manager to producers and artists, downtown Los Angeles studio owner and music marketer. And to his right is Jefe, owner of the Lust Models, celebrity casting director, with over 40 music videos just in the past week. You know what I mean? He's international. You name the hip-hop artist, he's worked with them. He's gotten his girls casted for those videos. So if you're interested in that type of modeling, by all means, contact this gentleman. And he is expanding his operation as well.
If you're trying to recognize opportunity in the industry, the #1 thing is you need charisma. Like, there's nothing more that the people say the it factor is charisma. That's the thing that we see people and we say that person's a star, that person has what it takes. There's a lot of artists that we know that are in good positions that are not as charismatic, and it shows in their success. It shows in the way they entertain us. It shows in the way that they get opportunities and gigs is a lot based off of charisma. Recognizing opportunity, also being able to identify new trends that are happening, but more so being able to capitalize on the new technologies and the new waves and understanding why the kids are gravitating towards these certain things. It's not always what you think is hot, it's about what the next generation might think is hot, and I think that's really important.
I would say nowadays we have social media, and I say like just having social media and having like a major like platform, like marketing as well. Like, so if I say like it's no longer about like going to school anymore. Like, if you market yourself and put yourself out there, like I feel as though like money can, you can make a career from, just being yourself instead of spending, years in school and taking up a courses that you're not even, that doesn't even, it's not you, basically.
Well, I mean, to keep it a buck with you, Frank, nobody in my family is in the entertainment industry, so everything that I've done, has been just through really meeting people, and creating relationships and, building trust and, just trying my best to do good work, be someone that's honest, authentic. And I think that, that plays into being, a good artist manager. There's a lot of people that are looking for opportunities, to speak to kind of what you're asking. There's a lot of people that, are hungry, and, you want to try to help everybody, but, you can't. Some people are ready for those opportunities. Some people have more work to do, and you always got to show up and just be respectful of every person that you meet and where they're at, in their path and their journey. And that is a lot when a lot of people are coming to you, looking for help. So that's always kind of a balance for me. But I mean, just more generally, like what I see when it comes to, a little bit of nepotism in the industry, is that, yeah, sure, I mean, people get opportunities, but at the end of the day, there's, I think, a lot of people in the opportunity that come or in the industry that come from opportunity that, that may want other things outside of, what it is that their family does or their parents do. So, again, I hit the pavement here in LA, and just kind of started from the ground up, and that was 5 years ago, so.
Being an entrepreneur and just taking risks, you kind of got to be like a little crazy. Cause I literally moved here, I didn't really know anybody, I just had a dream. And I let my passion just fuel me, you know what I mean? So I just feel like you gotta just believe in yourself. Like, even if your friends don't believe in you, your family don't believe in you, you gotta believe in yourself. And once you believe in yourself enough, people will start to believe in you. So I feel like being a risk taker is very important. it's key. Like the bigger the risk, the bigger the reward. So you gotta take risks. I was a little nervous coming out here, but it was, for me, it was just like, I took over Atlanta, I took over Miami, I took over the East Coast. It was like, I gotta take over LA. Like, LA's where it's at. I came out here, I knew like, this is where I need to be. And I was up for the challenge. I like challenges. I like to always progress. I'm never like content with anything. So coming to LA was just like a big risk, but it was definitely worth it. It changed my life in so many ways. So you gotta take risks if you wanna win.
Yeah, risk-taking is super important, but it's really more important to make sure you have that foundation. It's really dope when you can conquer somewhere, like, but you have to get that foundation. And I'm sure you had a foundation to move to the next spot, and the next spot. And same thing with me. I was able to do New York and Houston, and then I was in Atlanta. I felt like I conquered Atlanta. I felt like I did everything that was meant to do, and I could take my expertise out here to LA and really compete with the big dogs and people that are really making millions and billions of dollars, you know. I really loved Atlanta and the time I spent there, but I definitely was able to see, once I put in enough work hustling on my entrepreneurship and really putting in that work, and when it was time to expand, because you can either be there and be the best of like your city, or you can try to go to the next one and be the best of your nation, you know what I'm saying? So something like that. But risk taking is really important. Jumping off the porch is really important, you know. Like, you have to, like Jefe said, you gotta be a little bit crazy to do this, but it's definitely worth it if you got the ambition to do it.
Ultimately, connection, you know, connection to people. You know, I came from a different career where I just didn't feel connected to my life, and I was struggling with that. And creativity was missing from my life, and I always was a creative person, so I wanted to get back to that. And, you know, be around creative people and real energy and conversations that I wanted to be having. And so it was just something inside me, you know, kind of like Jefe said, that was just sort of calling me toward, you know, hey, I need to come to LA and work with creatives. And I honestly didn't anticipate getting into music, even though it's always been a huge love of mine. So really, it's connection to people.
Some of the traits I've seen in successful people that I've worked with is just that hunger, you know, that hunger to, whenever I call them like, hey, I got to shoot with Tiger today at 5 o'clock, they stop everything they're doing, they're on the way. It's just that hunger, like wanting to be successful, wanting to do whatever it takes. Consistency. I feel like a bigger part of success is consistency. Just being consistent, never giving up, and just putting the work in, man. That's what it's all about.
Just do the same thing.
Well, in my field, definitely I would say practice makes perfect. So the development, if you're an artist that is capable of recording yourself, you're able to develop much faster than an artist that's able to go to the studio once or twice or 3 times a month. And therefore, by the end of the year, this kid might have 7,000 songs he practiced on, opposed to the 40 that another artist may have. So that's really important, you know, to make sure that artist is able to just keep progressing through consistency. That's intangible. And then, yeah, just making sure that they are expanding their brand and just being creative. Kind of like last thing I said about just being able to capitalize on the new things that are happening and not getting caught up in something old. The new wave is always moving, but you can ride that wave. Don't give up on your passion. Having something to look forward to is what keeps us alive.
I had a conversation with Kelly Catrone, and what she told me, go deep into sand, but once you dig yourself out of it, that's when people take you seriously.
But I would say talent isn't everything. You know, it's organization, it's, you know, that hunger. You know, I'm repeating words, but like, it's really true. You know, when it comes to hunger, it's diving into things and really understanding, studying, you know, your industry that you're in. And, you know, if it's music, you know, it's understanding the marketing side of it. You know, it's creating your own machine. It's understanding promotion. It's understanding your publishing side of things. It's being able to review your contracts, you know, and understand the different pieces of them, you know, and at that point, when you're doing those those things, you're doing shows, you know, you're getting paid for shows, and it's like, all right, it's time for a manager, you know, but you got to own that stuff yourself. So, you know, be hungry and don't just rely on your talent.
I mean, I would say for me, put God first. I pray every day. I know I wouldn't be here without God, so I definitely put God first. I believe in working so hard till you pass out every day. I know it sounds crazy, but that's what I've been doing for like the last 10 years, and it's really worked. So just working hard till you can't work hard enough. Hard work pays off, and just being consistent. Consistency is key, being consistent. It's okay to fail. It's okay to bump your head, just get back up. That's the biggest thing. Get back up, keep going hard. Just go hard, don't give up.